Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of this very old talking program. I'm the Dyke from Rent.
And I'm Gabby Williams, and this is The Read. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
Lord
Welcome
God.
once again to the program. It's time for some Black X. Oh, she's coming back for Devil Wears Prada, too.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good for her.
She looks great. Black excellence this week is going to an icon, a legend, a moment. Dr. Bernard A. Harris Jr. Oh, you don't know what that is? It's fine. I'm going to tell you.
Okay, great.
He became history as the first Black astronaut to perform a spacewalk in 1995. He was a mission specialist aboard the Space Shuttle Discovery and made this achievement. And gagged because he said that when he came back inside, he didn't know he was the first African American until he got back inside
Damn.
of the spacecraft and got a call that President Clinton wanted to speak to him. He said, I kind of went like, what for? Well, because you're a legend, an icon. The spacewalk was part of, I'm reading this one because of theweekend.com. Says that spacewalk, part of the STS-63 mission originally intended to rehearse docking with the Russian space station, elevated Harris into the stratosphere of history makers, whose only one chapter in a career marked by firsts, vision, and quiet determination. Now, 3 decades later, his groundbreaking legacy has been officially etched into the annals of space exploration because he will be joining the U.S. Astronaut Hall of Fame. Well, he already has. It's past May 31st.
Okay. Congrats.
He was inducted into the U.S. Astronaut Hall of Fame at NASA's Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. So, forever and always, we shall know the name of Texas-born Dr. Bernard A. Harris Jr. and being one of the few Black people alive brave enough to not only go to space,
For real, because we
walk around.
don't do that.
Not interested.
We do not do that. Yes.
Just him and Gail, I guess.
Please, Gail touched the stratosphere and said, take me back home. But
that's enough. Yeah, thanks.
This man is a real scientist who deserved to be there. So congrats to him.
Okay, let's get into a pop culture segment that I call Hot Thoughts. And this is where I talk about whatever the fuck it is that I feel like talking about. Like the fact that Blackpink is back together.
Oh, yeah.
They have a new song out that I'm addicted to, that I think Link actually enjoys as well, which is rare because she doesn't like most of the songs I play. And also, it revitalized this fascination of mine where the girlies feel like because they're in a successful group that they can be like, oh, I'm fun and festive and have fans as an individual. Let me be a solo act.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't have to do that. In fact, most of you shouldn't. There's a reason that groups are groups. And there's a specific wonder and fascination and an entertainment factor that exists with you all as a group. So with all due respect, I'm happy to see the four of them together again because I wasn't interested in what's Miss Mama's name that was at the Oscars because she has a man.
Oh, Lisa.
Lisa.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know they broke up.
I didn't know they were together in the first place.
No, I mean Blackpink. I didn't know Blackpink broke up.
Oh, they didn't. They were just like doing the typical K-pop is a machine. It's
for sure
audition, blood, sweat, tears, like signing,
Mm-hmm.
boot camp, single release, boot camp. Okay, success. Everyone gets a solo. So it was just, here's the solo part now because more money.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
because global fame. So they didn't really break up. I think they just kind of like took a hiatus to go and make individual money. That part I wasn't interested in. But this song's great. It's great to see them together again. That is fun. It kind of reminded me of the Pussycat Dolls.
Oh, yeah.
When Nicole Schweppes Ginger Ale was like, I write all the music and I can sing, and like really the rest of these girls are chopped. So
and we were like,
anyway,
we don't
it's my
care.
time
We do not
to be
care.
a solo musician. And we were like, bitch,
You can pack that right
if
back
you don't
up.
have any additional dolls with you, you can go and
Right.
take this right where you found it.
Because I cannot name, if she had any solo music, I cannot name one
She
song or album. Like, girl, you better go loosen up them buttons.
Exactly.
Because the rest of that, we do not give a fuck.
Sure didn't.
So, but okay, good for them.
She's a Tony winner now, I guess. So
yeah, I don't like to talk about that or think about that. I truly didn't feel like she deserved it, but oh well.
She has a nice voice.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see Sunset Boulevard?
I did not.
No.
But still.
Yeah.
It was the Trump shit for me. That them little comments she made on Instagram, that was enough for me to be like, yeah, you don't deserve shit ever. Especially from an artistic community. Especially that. So. But she got it anyway. You know how things go.
A lot of people who pick those things agree.
You know.
What she had to say anyway.
Or they just tired of black people winning. They don't want to see a black icon be awarded for the umpteenth time. They'd rather give it to this person. So, you know, I, as somebody who is on the outside of theater but desperately wishes she could be a part of it, I don't appreciate that bitch with those politics, those beliefs gets to have that kind of access. But that's just me being jealous.
So I'll start with some fun parts of this lady's life at the moment. Beyonce has 4 Emmy nominations for a halftime show. 4 Emmy nominations.
Correct.
For the Beyonce Bowl that took place via Netflix late last year. Outstanding Variety Special of the Live. Outstanding or directing for a Variety Special. Outstanding production design. And outstanding choreography for variety or reality programming. For a halftime show. Also, I believe Kendrick Lamar is Emmy'd up for his Super Bowl performance.
Oh, yes, he is. Yes.
So, congrats to them for that. Looking forward to seeing how that turns out. I did definitely enjoy both of those performances quite a bit. And I love that they're getting Emmy nominations for those things. It'd be nice to see them go home with some stuff. But like you said, black people, excellent black people, being awarded things.
Right.
In this America, we'll see.
Right.
Also, you know what? I'll say that for the read. Beyonce, though, you know, she was just in Atlanta for the Cowboy Carter tour, and some of you out there decided that it would be a delicious idea to, I don't know, break into the SUV of Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers and pilfer all the things that you could get your grubby little mitts on, such as jump drives with unreleased music, clothes, tour plans, set lists.
Oh, God.
Spokesperson for Atlanta police said that this happened just after 8 p.m. inside a street market parking deck.
Really insane.
There was 911 audio of, I think, the choreographer calling police behind it. There are also reports of stolen sunglasses, laptops, AirPods, headphones, clothes. Just, I guess, whatever they could.
Mm-hmm. The suitcases. They just took them suitcases.
Investigators said they used Apple's Find My, which led them to an undisclosed location where headphones were pinging, according to the incident report. Some people have been questioned. Fingerprint testing. I believe you're going to jail, girl. But outside of that, personally, you know, if it were up to me and I had the choice, she wouldn't be back. She wouldn't be back. She wouldn't go back. And that's that. I don't give a fuck. That's that. On top of the fact that, no, I'm going to say it now. On top of the fact that when she did that little dumbass dance, and now I feel like it is a little dumbass dance.
Oh, you mad?
When she did that little dumbass dance and y'all got all in your, you know, excitable bag about it. And I asked, hey guys, what is this? One or two of you decided to get really cute about it. And I don't really understand why at this stage in communication, y'all feel like everybody is on TikTok and knows everything, and a grown person can't just ask a question. So boom, I hope the lady never comes back. I hope she blocks all of her music from the city of Atlanta. And if you don't like it, come fight me.
Okay. Well, I mean,
talking about in it. No, now you're out of it. You're out of it. You're out. Let's start the process, shall we?
I mean, I see what you're saying. And I low-key agree. Like, Atlanta really don't deserve the extra she be giving y'all. But I mean, this is just so, it would be Atlanta. It just would be Atlanta. Because what do you mean? I'm sure they didn't have like Beyonce's laptop and external hard drives just laying out all over the front seat of the car with a big sign that said, here go Beyonce shit. Like, they had this shit in suitcases in a locked car that was parked in a parking garage. And you niggas still, like, unless they were under, like, strict orders to keep all of this on their person or whatever, then I can't blame them for this happening. This is just so Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's just really, really crazy that you niggas are breaking into cars that are in parking garages. And like, where is safe to park your car actually in Atlanta? Because what else was they supposed to do? Like, it's just crazy to me. But yes, y'all, Atlanta Night 3, y'all really did. She showed out for y'all. The kid, Blue Ivy and Rumi had conspired a couple of days before to do the little I'm so ATL on stage. And yeah, it seems that Atlanta and Paris are her favorite cities. And it's been very fun to watch.
I don't know what that is, and I don't care.
Like this. It's been fun to watch y'all react very similarly to that about it. Because I can see why those of us in other cities would feel maybe a little slighted. But, you know, she has her. And the thing is, y'all gonna plan everything around Act 3, and then she gonna switch it up completely. And Milwaukee and Tampa Bay gonna get the best shows. So I wouldn't even.
Is the best show the fact that she did the cleared out portion of the chicken noodle soup?
Well, it's not just that. Her husband came out as well. The Golden Horse came out in Atlanta.
Okay.
So, right. So, you know, people are like, oh, and she did, I think Before I Let Go as well. So it's like some songs that had been cut from other cities that she did in Atlanta. So there's been this general idea of like,
I'm forgetting. I don't even remember the damn concert.
She loves y'all so much.
I guess that's just a good part.
Yeah, I mean, it was, Asante called me after Night 3 weeping, literally in tears from that show. So everybody I know who went had an incredible time. But yeah, if I were y'all, I would not be plotting on Atlanta next year or 2 years, 3 years, whenever she tours.
Everybody I know went I had a great time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Except, I guess, everyone else was the word I would have.
Well, I said Atlanta. I don't think you went in Atlanta.
Okay. Who else? Oh, I don't care about Candy Breast. Oh, he also has 4 Emmys. I think Jay-Z has an Emmy nomination too. I might have said that.
Oh yeah, they going up against each other for this little Emmy thing.
But Puffy is going to rehab, girl.
Wait, before he gets sentenced, girl.
Yeah, while he's awaiting sentencing.
I bet. Trying to look good. I
couldn't care in the slightest.
I hope they give you every minute they possibly can. I saw Megan the Bob posted about prosecutors looking at somewhere between 8 to 10 years.
I do know who you were talking about for about a second and a half. I was so confused because I'm like, I just saw Megan and she didn't have a Bob.
Yeah, no, white Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah, she posted
also an icon.
Something about 8 to 10 years. I just hope he gets every minute of the maximum that he possibly can. But yeah.
Thank you for trying to cheer us up. Yeah.
You tried. You did, girl. You right. But for those of us who want to hold on to a shred of hope, that's what we got.
So I don't want to talk about Nicki Minaj anymore.
I was gonna bring her up during the read, but I don't have to.
Right.
It's just
no, you can because I won't be talking.
Being so weird. It's so weird. Like
I have no idea what's going on.
What are you doing?
And, I don't think we will for any time soon.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said before, it's a baby over there. And I believe Papa Bear is
right. Damn show is
probably big enough at this point to be like, okay, everybody has to calm down because I can actually comprehend this. Like,
right.
It's a lot of weird energy.
Everybody's being very bizarre.
We could just play with blocks. We could color slime.
Child.
Probably just slime now.
Your mommy.
I don't know what age slime is.
All on fucking stagehand or whatever the fuck it's called, all over Twitch and shit.
Stagecoach, whatever that shit's called.
Oh, grow up, Nikki. It's really weird, but yeah.
I don't understand where it's coming from.
She sounds drunk in some of these clips that I've heard. She really does. But she's also...
I didn't bother listening to it because I couldn't handle it.
Well, she sounds...
I read enough.
That's fair. That's fair. That's what I did with Drake's single last week. I was like, I'm just going to read the lyrics to this. I actually cannot press play.
I actually didn't even get too deep into the SZA back and forth because the way that I saw that start was the issue for me. Before it even got to SZA, before she entered the chat, I saw this lady post a very unflattering photo of Punch or Top Dog or one of them niggas for TDE. And the first sentence that she posted with the photo was, "Me when I suck good zick," or something like that. Yep. Why would you say that about performing fellatio? Why would you use this photo to talk about yourself performing fellatio? Yep. Why do you spell dick with a Z?
Yep.
What's going on?
Great questions. Really?
That, like, before it even got to, I'm arguing with another musician. That was the issue for me. That was the story. Me when I suck good zick? What do you mean? What?
Why do you speak that way? Why are you saying this?
I don't. And why is TD? Yeah, if we get an answer, I feel like it's going to be a while and I'm not going to go searching for it. I think it'll just kind of come. I think it'll just end up in the gallows in Times Square and we'll all just walk by it when we're headed to go get our fruit. And
and it'll just be there. Like, ooh, y'all remember her? She's out of it. Yeah,
I don't.
It was, so she was coming after, like you said, Punch, and then she tweeted "tiny dick executive," I guess standing for TDE.
Oh, I saw that too.
Right.
God.
And then
is it Papa Bear? There was a part where I was reading it yesterday too. There was something I was reading where I was like, is this her? Is this her? But then I saw that she was on Station Head, and so I was like,
it is her. It is.
I didn't listen to that though. I couldn't bother.
Well, SZA logged on and said, "Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, LOL, silly goose." Nicki decided that this was about her.
I also thought, I'm glad you said that, because I was like, I mean, it probably is, but like, this is a reach.
Who knows? Who knows if this is actually about you? Like, SZA is one of them weirdo, spiritual, astrological bitches. She is one of them ones. Like, her logging on to any social platform and talking about retrograde and the moon and all that is very normal for her. So why you would take that statement and immediately, again, even if you think it's about you, why would you jump all the way out of the window about it?
I agree.
Go draw your freckles back on, liar, liar, pants on fire, making fun of her voice. In that Station Head clip, she was actually like, I'm not one to body shame. I'm not one to surgery shame. And I actually had to pause it and guffaw because you shouldn't be. You really should be the absolute last bitch to be talking about anybody's body, anybody's surgery. Like, I don't even know why you brought that up.
You shouldn't even be last. You should not be in the line.
Were you right? You just literally shouldn't even be in the conversation. Talking about SZA look fat, obese, fat, chubby,
I didn't even know
and
she
skinny
talked
at
about
the
her
same
body.
time.
I was already chopping when she said, "Shut up, ugly."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Nicki, Onika, Tanya, Sweets. That lady ain't ugly. Like, that lady is not ugly. I don't understand what we're talking about. She's not ugly then. She wasn't ugly before. That lady is not ugly.
Right.
At all. And even if you felt like she was ugly and got her face done, whatever. And she ain't ugly. And it like, if she went and got surgery to change something about herself that she wanted to, how is that any different than the surgeries that you got to change the stuff that you didn't like about you?
And hers looks better. Her BBL looks way better than yours.
So I just don't know why we're here.
And said, I'm in a meeting, so I don't know if you was talking shit or not. So if you didn't, I'll delete later, ho. All right,
at
you're 42.
p.m.
You're 42. You're 42, though. Why wouldn't you make sure that she was talking shit about you before you started all this? Why? It's just really not making sense talking about her numbers. And then the Scissorites or whatever they call themselves was like, now, wait a minute, because SOS is outdone everything you've ever done. I don't know if that's true or not, but she's
incredibly successful.
Sure.
SZA. So, and don't do the same thing as you. So,
right.
The two things, lining them up together when that lady, SZA wouldn't even talk about that. It's like, what is the root?
Mm-hmm.
We need Cicely Tyson do a third act monologue.
Something, because it's not making sense. And then, of course, she brought up how you women who come against her when she's talking about the abuse she's gone through in the industry.
Nope. Can't go down.
She loves pulling out the y'all don't protect black women card. It's like
you can't do that either.
You are coming for nothing but black women. It's all you do. The rap girls just won't entertain you no more. SZA over here probably high as fuck, getting ready to go on stage in Amsterdam or some shit. Tweeting about the moon.
Literally said, I have a sold out show in Paris tonight. Let me go about my business.
And you said, here go a tweet I don't like. What if I make this about me? What? You're so fucking weird, girl. I
think she's severely going through it.
I mean, for sure.
It's a major psychological deflection. Just toxic coping mechanism. They ain't got.
I agree. I agree.
I don't know what you're coping with specifically, but this is just, and just like, girl, get some gay friends or something, Sweets, because you're walking down all the wrong roads in an intent to read. The whole like,
and they're bad.
all protecting women and justice for these people, these women and stuff like this. But it's like, sweetie, what about the lady who your husband raped?
Well, and it turns out y'all gonna have to come up with that lady's.
Have you even apologized?
Oh no, that won't happen.
To that lady for the shit that you put her through?
That won't happen.
On behalf of your husband? While we're talking about justice for victims? We can't, ma'am. Not because you feel like you can't. You can't. Not in this manner.
Yeah. It really don't make sense, the choices that she's making. That's why I agree. I think it's partly some sort of, I don't know if it's a mental health breakdown or, the house of cards is falling down around you breakdown. Because, of course, all these reports have come out of, Nicki owes so much money. All of the money from her tour is going to her debtors. All of the money from her streaming is going. So there's a lot of that,
I don't know how true it is.
Right. Me either. But so there's those allegations. And so then people are like, well, that's why she pressing Jay-Z for $100 million or whatever to help her pay these fucking bills. I don't know I don't know if it's mental health. I don't know if you're broke and spiraling because of that. I don't know if you realize you in too deep with a rapist. You done had his child. Y'all legally joined together. So you're going to have to pay for his crimes. Sure you could. But some people, the absolute last thing they want to do is publicly admit that everybody else was right.
My mama down. Well, not my mother, but my mother used to say this
I was about to
all the time.
Not you dragging her.
My mother used to say this all the time, and God rest her soul, my mom used to reference Whitney Houston because I was very young, but she said that when Whitney and Bobby Brown started to date, that a lot of people like, Whitney girl, why are you dating Bobby Brown? Like,
yeah,
like a lot of people were kind of on her dick, like, you shouldn't be with him type tease or whatever. And Whitney was like, girl, I'm gonna be with whoever I want to be, and stay with him maybe longer than she should have.
Yeah.
And so my mother would be like, oh, she's got that Whitney, or he's got that Whitney. So she would just be like the person who is very stubborn about staying with someone because people are telling them they should leave them.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, I'm grown. I do what I want.
Right. And
maybe they're like, I probably should leave, but these bitches don't tell me what to do.
Yep.
That's what my mom would say all the time.
That's like Rashida. Have you seen this clip of Rashida performing her new song?
I won't. Rashida, he did that to me?
Yeah. Well, Rashida, in this new song, she says, so I'm out here whipping work. Y'all run y'all mouth, but I'm not leaving Kirk ever. It's like,
Rashida, after all of this time, and the 2.5 songs you have about, you decided to come back after everything that still runs back to back on Pluto TV and say that.
We've seen the way that man has dogged you out and spent your money for the past several years. Like, I don't even watch Love and Hip Hop Atlanta no more, and y'all still on there being embarrassing. It was a decade ago.
I warned you were going to say that she, this is the song where she talks about leaving him.
No, she said she's not, ever. So y'all can shut up about it, because that's her man. Like, okay, girl, that's half of Atlanta man. But all right, you want to be the dumb bitch to claim him, you go for it.
I can't say I was rooting for you, so my heart ain't broken, but it's disheartening somewhere. What do you mean? That man sucks.
Right. It's always a shame when a beautiful woman don't see better for herself.
It breaks my heart when an ugly bitch don't.
Right.
So,
Rashida, you can't say she's talented. You can't say she's a good rapper, but she's gorgeous and always has been. And you could do so much better than Kirk. But not if you don't believe it.
Leagues.
It don't make sense.
And that man used to, outside of cheating, just the way he would speak to her. Remember, I feel like on the first season or one of the first seasons of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she was pregnant. And they were working on music and shit like that. And I think at first he didn't want her to have the baby because he was like, oh, you're about to go do music, stuff like that. And then he wanted her to he wanted a DNA test done to make sure it was his baby. Talking about some, you know how
the
rappers, you
storylines,
rappers.
yeah. A nigga who
Meanwhile-
is actively cheating.
Actively cheating.
Boy, they got the...
And later had a baby on you that you now helping raise.
Yep. And bragging about how you not
And
gonna
you're
leave her.
boasting about not leaving him on your first song in 38 years. I really don't know what Earth is.
Mm-hmm. Because we just want this bitch to have a teaspoon of self-worth. And she said, no, actually.
Just a bit.
I literally won't do it. So.
Or at least go find another fuck nigga. Like, at least if you was just like, oh, I left that nigga behind or whatever, and you got caught up in another nigga that sucks. I'd be like, God damn, well, she tried. The same wound, Sheeta? Okay.
And talking to us like we weird for pointing it out. Girl, get off TV if you don't want people to talk about your relationship. Get off
Say what
television.
you want. We don't even say it no more. We been know that you want to go leave him. We stopped caring ages ago.
Yeah. So that's what Nicki Minaj is doing. I just refreshed her Twitter. She's online right now talking about how SZA paid for her streams and now she bragging about her. So I guess this leads me to believe.
When I heard about this yesterday, I refreshed my thing before I went to go to bed for like an insurance email, and I clicked back over to the tab that had Twitter open, and it was like 8 minutes ago. She was still talking.
Yeah.
I was talking about the story was hours old, hours old. And I refreshed my back to Twitter. It was like 8 minutes ago. She was like, "Does SZA think that she's better than me?" Or something? I'm like, "Girl, what?
What if she does? What if she does? What if she does? So, what are you going to do about it? She's being so weird. And I won't say broke because I'm sure she has more money than I do, but it is quite strange that you're behaving this way, coming after Jay-Z, trying to link with Kai Cenat and teach you how to Twitch and, little dumb young nigga ways of making money.
Skank mouth.
This is what I'm saying. She heard Kai Cenat was making millions off of Twitch and said, show Annie how to do it. Yes.
Oh, she must really have.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
having money problems.
It sounds like you're pinching pennies over there. And if you have to pay off whatever debt to whoever this is who lent you money, and you may have to pay off your husband's victim, you might have to come up off some ducats. Well, at this point, I thought you was gonna say don't pay that lady, but at this point you part of the problem with that lady, so you can't get away from that. You jumped in and involved yourself in that business, which
that's what I'm saying. Like all these hashtag justices, ma'am,
too pretty, too smart. I actually do think when she's in her right mind, Nicki Minaj is a very smart person.
She's incredibly smart.
So what's this dumb fuckery? What's this?
Niggas can make you underground stupid. They really can.
Well,
niggas can fuck up your whole life and perspective. Then it'll be 8 years later and you'll be like, who was that bitch? Now, I don't know Nicki Minaj, so that could she know? I don't know. I think this is a mixture of things. I do. I really, really do. And you can't.
I agree.
Want more for a bad bitch than they want for themselves.
Right.
Any bitch. I just I think, but she's giving chronically online. Because why was your last tweet at 1 a.m. and then your first one was at 11 a.m.? Like, is that all you do? That's what I'm saying. You're Nicki, baby. You have to have something to do outside. Like, there has to be something for you to do offline. Numerous things, especially with a kid. Yeah. That's when you go and like revisit all the shit you haven't done in decades because you get to see it through a child's eyes. Well, think of how many places Papa Bear's daddy can't go. I hate it. Just think about that. I wasn't thinking taking him too. That nigga really wasn't. You said, well, that nigga stay home. Mop, washcloth, dish rag, like fabric softener. He's got chores. Yeah. He can be at the house. I'm thinking about you, a nanny,
Lord God.
Go, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
Pumpkin patches, animal petting zoo. I don't know. Sea
So many things. Little water
aquarium.
And, yeah.
Ooh, I wonder where the aquarium is here. They have to have a nice one.
They have to. Or you're Nicki Minaj. Surely you have famous friends who have a little private zoo or something in their fucking backyard.
Come on.
If you would just stop being weird.
Friends with kids that like other kids. Friends that have kids that probably also had kids with niggas they shouldn't have had kids with. So the kids can be together and play in the little kiddie pool or on the slide or in the bouncy house. And y'all can sit around, drink wine, cry, and plan, murders.
Yeah.
Not the last part. But
just for jokes.
Imagine murders. Imagine murdering men. Anything but this.
This is all because Punch decided to promote a song called Broken Barbies.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, he tweeted broken. I guess there's an artist signed to TDE who has a single out called Broken Barbies. And so he tweeted Broken Barbies. And even though if you press play on this song, the very first line is like, I couldn't afford a Ken doll, so I made my Barbies fuck. So it's not like Broken Barbies was even a diss track about Nicki. It's just she hears Barbie and assumes it's about her.
Here's the thing about that, if we can. Barbie is like 100 years old.
Right.
There is also another Black woman in this genre who has famously called themselves a Barbie. Now, I say that to say, I'm not discounting Nicki's entry in the Barbie culture or impact on it.
Right.
I say that to say, piggybacking off of Crissle's statement, when you see the word Barbie, can automatically think, hey, this must be related to Nicki Minaj.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole fucking Oscar-nominated movie starring Margot Robbie called Barbie. It isn't always going to be about you, love.
I dare say it isn't mostly about you, baby girl. When you hear Barbie, first thing you should think is Mattel. You should.
It's just shit. Because it's theirs. It belongs to them.
She belongs to them. She doesn't belong to you. So
it's
just really, and that you saw this and you didn't even bother to press play on the song.
Why would you? Broken Barbies to me too is not even something I would immediately think when I hear the song, oh, this is a diss track to me. I feel like if I was Nicki Minaj or someone in that position,
right?
You think, here's this really, really old property that has taken on lots of meanings even today.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe breaking a Barbie could just symbolize rebelling against a certain aesthetic. Maybe this person is a butch lesbian.
I broke that Barbie down. Broke her ass down.
But yeah, to your point, now I have to listen to this. But I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's why she was like, I'm glad I have evidence of a music executive bullying me in public.
Right.
I was like,
what the fuck are you talking about?
You're talking about this?
And I'm assuming
this song is not about you?
It's just really like,
hold on.
That's what I said. You get a suspicion about something and you jump out the window with it. It's giving paranoia delusions. You got to log off actually at this point. Somebody needs to take her telephone and just, log her out of every electronic device.
I'm hoping
she doesn't need to speak to the rest of us no more.
I'm hoping that someone is going to go over there. They're going to grab that phone. They're going to tell that nigga to get out. And then they're going to be like, they're going to sit, they're going to put crystals, they're going to light an incense, they're going to pray, they're going to cry. We're going to enter a program. We're going to remember that we're that girl. We're going to be confident. We're going to pay the haters dust. And we're going to release a new album eventually when we're getting and feeling better that is going to be real and talk about
nope.
niggas not to fuck with and be historic and great and continue a proper Nicki Minaj legacy.
No.
No, it's not.
It is
But,
not going to happen.
Imagine things. Oh my goodness. Speaking, maybe it's a Young Money thing. Did you see Drake posted something about not being number one for his new song? He said the suppressor is number one. I don't know what that means.
Wow.
He said, okay, so I mentioned, well, you just did too. His new single, What Did I Miss? Which is about the heartbreaking story of LeBron James's betrayal. And yeah, the song currently sits at number 2 on Billboard's Hot 100. It follows a song called Ordinary by one Alex Warren, a white man who I've never heard of in my life. Now, Drake responded to this via Instagram story, where he said, suppressor on the one spot. I'm taking that soon. Don't worry. One song or another. Rules change and all.
Okay. I don't think anybody cares about the number one spot but you, bro.
What is suppressor? Like, does he mean suppress or does he mean like the suppressor of a gun? Because I don't think either one makes sense.
Well, I assumed he meant the suppressor of his song. Like, I don't know. I guess I'm not really looking to Drake to make a lot of sense, but I just assumed that was what he meant. Suppressor on the number one spot. I guess. I don't
get it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It isn't going to make, a lot of sense or anything.
Because I don't think he spelled suppressor right.
Is that even the like, I didn't even assume that this was like the correct context or anything. I just know that like Drake is not trying to make sense, so I wasn't really expecting him to do it. What he did that pissed me off was cover up this LeBron tattoo with a Shea Gilgeous-Alexander tattoo. That
What the fuck are you talking about?
That is what actually made me sick. If you Google it, you will see that where his LeBron tattoo was, I actually don't think I can. He has tattooed the word thunder and the numeral 2 right underneath it. Of course, SGA plays for the Thunder, wears jersey number 2, and is from Canada.
Drake,
so it is really horrible. Like it literally looks bad, but why wouldn't, if you wanted to get rid of it, why wouldn't you just laser the LeBron tattoo off as opposed to throwing this on top of it? Like, this just looks shitty.
His lasering hurts more.
Well, it can't hurt more than getting them abs installed. So you need to go be a big boy and sit through them 12 sessions while them people delete your upper arm. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that was what pissed me off about Drake. I couldn't believe that shit.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm looking at it and I still don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, don't come to no Thunder games. Do not bring your weirdo, strange bitch energy to our team, to our player. We don't need none of that shit. Stay wherever the fuck you at, rooting for whoever the fuck you do. Leave us alone, and I'm so for real.
He just wrapped up 3 days of performing at Wireless Festival in London, and it was the 20th anniversary, and it was all Drake all weekend. He did R&B Drake day 1, All the Dogs Drake day 2.
Oh God.
And Jamaican Drake day 3.
I was just about to say, where's the Afro beats? Because
yeah, you knew it was coming.
I did.
You knew it was doing. Saving the best for last.
I hope he brought his baby out for that. You know, Adonis is the Jamaican.
Yeah, Adonis is
the
absolutely
Jamaican king, right? So
Yeah.
Adonis
From
needed to be on stage for all that, right up there with Vibes Cartel, as far as I'm concerned. Lord,
Agreed.
Here we go.
He closed out the set with "I Will Always Love You" by Whitney Houston.
No, he didn't.
Okay, guys, can you just bury me? Can you just I don't even have to be dead. Just
Wait,
for me to
is that a joke? Or did you?
No.
Oh my God, I thought you were joking.
No, it isn't a joke. He's on a Beyonce thing where he's floating on a circle and they're playing Whitney Houston.
God. Oh no.
What is this?
That's actually weirder. That actually makes me look at you even crazier. Because why would you do that?
You know he does that all the time. Whitney Houston, the TLC, Aaliyah, Tamia. He always plays like a classic R&B soul vocal featuring a voice that's never heard him, probably never will. Never met him.
Right. He's dedicated to being
He loves
weird.
doing that. Yeah, that's his thing. But again, it's like that part, I'm not going to act like he hasn't been doing that since, I was a fan and all that other shit. I will take that over, get rid of these niggas. I'm sick of these niggas.
Yeah.
Take over me, niggas. Like, no, shut up.
Big and bad, tough Drake is not that guy.
And Jamaican Drake would end the night with Whitney Houston or Celine Dion.
Or Celine Dion.
Makes the most sense. Or Mariah Carey's Christmas album.
There you go.
So it's just it.
A Jamaican king would.
As far as the number one thing, I again agree completely with you. I was a little fascinated with why he was so dedicated to get the number one spot. I could only assume that when you've had so many and you have everything you could want, that those are the types of things that kind of excite you.
Sure.
Because I looked at him like, it's not like this song had a huge promo thing. It's not like it had this, it's not like, I don't think it's the first single of anything. It isn't super dramatic. It's not like a actual diss record. It's just a okay record that's kind of shady about a certain someone. So the fact that it's even number 2 to me would feel like an achievement. I don't know what the suppressor is. To me, this goes back to what I think is a larger issue of people not knowing how to be satisfied. And I think so.
Good things not being enough. What do you mean? This song you just put out is number fucking 2. And it's behind a song that's been number 1 for like 6 or 7 weeks. So clearly it's having a moment. You went out the first week, you got up to number 2. What? You have like 20 number 1 hits. Who the fuck is pressed?
It's almost giving like a little taste of Nicki, except Adonis is like, all right, we're playing Roblox. Turn on the 2K. That's enough of this shit.
Yeah, Papa Bear, though, he don't get Nicki together the way Adonis became Drake together. Adonis pop up with his little French accent like, no, Papa. No, Papa, we mustn't. Better English than Drake. Too sweet is crazy. Oh, God. But yeah, you're right. The Young Money, it's really giving juvenile money. It's giving, who's going to grow up first? Y'all should race. See who's going to grow up first.
Megan has a man.
Yes, she does. I like this for her. I do. I like Clay for her.
Okay. Y'all, please don't get upset with me. You're going to. I didn't know who she was dating at first because, I'm in the ground.
Really?
So the first thing that I saw, no, I didn't know that she was dating anybody new.
Oh, okay.
So the first thing that I saw a couple of days ago was her sitting in someone's lap.
Mm-hmm. Rubbing on his thighs.
Unboxing Labubu's, which that's what they're called, apparently.
Yes. And they are horrific. Labubus are really terrifying. Those are so ugly. They're so ugly.
I hate the name. I hate the product. I don't know.
And I really don't have no space to talk because we had troll dolls We had them little trolls.
But trolls? No, they're not. Trolls are cute.
No, they're not. Trolls are not cute, but they're not demonic. Labubus look possessed. They're really
some
ugly.
People have reasonable fears of troll dolls.
Really?
Kind of like gnomes. Yeah, they are a little creepy looking, but they're not demonic.
They're not. Right.
They are ugly.
I don't think they're cute. But, you know, they had little gems in their bellies and fun hair. So it was.
The fun hair.
Labubus, those teeth. No, I'm sorry. They're actually terrifying. But, child, Megan wanted some.
I was talking the other day.
Place the order.
The kids today like gross, ugly shit. They like slime. They like toys with fangs and like bleeding eyes. They think that stuff's
really
cute.
Huh?
I think so. They're just like a little different.
It's not like it.
It's not like in a bad way. I'm more so just like I think fascinated by it because. And I mean, when I was a kid, we had like Garbage Pail Kids and like a couple of things that were promoted as being gross, but they weren't super popular.
Right.
Right. Whereas I think kids today, they kind of just like wacky shit. They're not all that obsessed with their toys being cute.
Well,
or cute to us. They might be cute to them.
Because these, not only are they hideous, they're expensive.
They have to be. These don't look cheap.
They're high as fuck. Like, I've seen them for $15 up to $60. Like, these little, I mean, whatever. If y'all like it, I love it for you. They're not for me, though.
Anyway, Megan is unboxing these Labubus that she said her man got for her. And as she's doing that, I see that she's sitting in someone's lap. And then someone is romantically rubbing on her legs and thighs as she's sitting in her lap. Now, I say don't get upset at me because at first, I thought this was a joke, or I hope this was a joke, because I thought that she was sitting in the lap of a white man. Because I only saw his arm, and I didn't know anything about that.
Wow. Okay.
And I thought, you know what, Megan, I'll wait to hear more. With all you've been through, I can't.
I'm trying to understand because you've been through a lot. Right.
Just wait. So then she unboxes the toys and all of that. I thought the toys were horrible. And then I went to go get further information and I found out that she and basketball star Klay Thompson have been dating. And that he even made it IG official recently. He posted like a little slideshow, including photos of them holding hands and kissing.
Yes, very cute.
So Megan is chose once again, this time by a Dallas Maverick, and happily not Joe Biden. So this is cute.
Stunned that you thought it was gonna be that bad for my girl, but
I mean, look at the clip again.
No, I mean, I knew it was Klay from the beginning, so I didn't even look at it like that. But I see what you mean.
I went from is this an all white man? Oh, is this Jack Harlow?
Jack Harlow don't have a lap big enough for her. Come on now, that had to be a real nigga, a big nigga. But I'm happy for her.
Yeah, they're cute.
Yeah, he got a haircut. It looks good. Yes, the black girlfriend effect.
Did cut his hair.
It looks good. And you know, I like the way he holds her hand. I like his two hands covering her one. Like that's real cutesy to me. I like that type of shit. And this is she said in the music she was tired of rappers and she was switching to athletes. So I don't know what happened to that one that she was with a few months ago. Who was that nigga?
Yeah, I remember him too. I don't remember his name.
I don't remember. I almost said Stefan Diggs, but that's Cardi.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody posted a video of Cardi at Universal or Disney or something, walking around, and she kind of
with the kids.
Well, the kids weren't with her in the video I saw, but she kind of. Now I know she
Had a
just
long
had
one.
right. I know she just had Blossom, Buttercup, whatever that baby name is, like a year ago or
I
so.
actually don't even know that.
Maybe a year and a half. I think it is Blossom, literally, but or Bubbles. It's something like no. That's what
Bubbles is Summer's.
That's what Summer named her child. Right.
Mm-hmm.
What I will say is, Cardi, if you are pregnant, girl, I swear to God, Cardi B, if
I saw the
you are
rumor, the pregnancy
pregnant,
rumors a couple of weeks ago, and it wasn't Disney.
I will be forced to no longer support you in your career. I will be forced. You will have forced my hand. I will not be able to support this type of bullshit. I cannot do it. Girl, you better fucking... Anyway, it's your life. Do what you want to with your pussy, but I won't be able to co-sign that. But yes, Megan and Clay, this is really cute. I like a tall nigga with a job for her. I like that a lot. Because, you know, it's the off season right now. We could play, have our good fun, and then you need to go to work for the next 9 months. You need to go work very hard and be very busy. Don't be in my face all damn day.
So tea.
So yeah, I'm rooting for them as long as he treats her right, or until she gets tired.
Oh, they have a One Piece Labubu.
One Piece.
Oh, I kind of want this one.
Like
they have several One Piece Labubins.
One Piece swimsuit?
Like the One Piece, the anime. But their characters are the little ugly monsters.
Ah! I'm sorry, that smile is demonic. The mouth on those things. I think it's cute. Okay. That's because they got it in one direction and you own it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well.
What other crossovers do you have? Disney Labanzums? What kind of Disney Labanzin?
This is what you see in your nightmares. These things.
Oh, wait, no. These are awful. Why and squares? Why are these cubes? I don't like that. Oh, Baby Yoda. This one doesn't have sharp teeth. And the Stitch one doesn't either. But why is he crying?
Stitch, like Lilo and Stitch? Child, don't show Rumi. Rumi gonna want it. Want it right now, actually. Hurry up.
Rumi and I, because Stitch is perfect and has never done anything incorrect.
That's not how I remember the movie. That is not how I
remember. Okay, all of these Labubus aren't ugly because some of them are just little toys that don't have the big, scary smile teeth.
I've not seen none of those, but I'll take your word for it.
Of course, they got J.K. Rowling Labubus too. Y'all ain't tired of giving that lady money? Because I am.
I'm just not doing it right.
I'm just like...
I'm tired of y'all doing it.
Oh, some of these are just flat out action figures. Cool. Lots of stuff. But I guess the popular ones are the little monsters. Because it looks like that was the deal, was that she got to like open up the box and see which ones you get in it. Which is also like...
Oh, like the little surprise box?
Yeah, that's an old school thing too. But I've never been I don't think I was ever a fan of it.
She was so excited, child. That was like a 7-minute long video. I said, Megan, I'm actually not finna sit here while you unbox all these demons. I was hoping at some point she was going, like turn around and show Clay or, give him a little hug or something. That didn't happen, so I exited out the video. No way, he don't care. Probably spent $500 on all them little gremlins. And I get to sit here.
Good job. She's making a video.
She's sitting here in her panties on my lap. Like that's your thank you. That is your.
That's what I get to play with.
I win. Yes, you niggas. Y'all have been talking so crazy about Meg, asking why somebody like Klay Thompson would want anything to do with her, and I feel like you niggas, y'all have been.
Have you
in the comment section under podcast videos for so long that you've disconnected from reality? Have you seen that woman?
Yeah.
Have you seen her? Get a good look at her.
Seen professional athletes?
Get a good look at her.
I don't know why y'all think that because some of these athletes aren't openly deviant or maybe, talk about God when they win a ring or something like that, that you feel like they are not knee deep in bodily fluids every single
all the time. And she's
like, what if I told you some of your favorite saved sports players are actually sexually destructive? But not like let me take the word destructive back.
Okay.
Just sexually free.
Destructive is a lot.
So when you say, yeah, destructive is the wrong choice. Sexually popping.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say someone like Klay Thompson,
that actually
a relatively
falls
good-looking,
right in line.
successful
Extremely
athlete,
rich,
like,
right?
Why would he date a beautiful, successful entertainer?
Who is tall and stacked. So if you were interested in having your own children who would maybe then be athletes, you want a bunch of basketball kids to follow your footsteps, a 5'10" bitch with body would be ideal.
True, valid point. I didn't even think about that. Very valid point.
Klay said, I want sons to go to the league, and I want, and so I'm gonna be with a tall, gorgeous woman. Like, why wouldn't you really?
She's playing with Labubu's. He's playing with her thighs. You playing with your own time.
Okay.
I feel like you could do something
and
better.
That's really it. And that's really the long and short of it. Y'all doing all this and they rubbing on each other in mansions, in private villas, eating grapes and drinking champagne and enjoying the fuck out of their rich ass lives. And you?
Neither one of them would ever fuck you. Neither them or anybody they know would ever fuck you.
You are furiously typing away on a smartphone with a cracked screen about how Megan don't deserve an NBA player. That's what you're doing while they're living their wealthy life.
While an actual NBA player says she deserves one and a box of Laboonsies.
And whatever the fuck else she wants. They go out to dinner. You think he like, you got the truffle scallop potatoes, so it's your part is 208 and then I got the rest. You think he's doing that?
No, he says I rented out the entire restaurant for the two of us, so clearly you can have whatever.
Get whatever you want to. Gobble that steak, baby. Eat it up. Whatever you want, girl. Get seconds.
Why don't you just watch Easy A on Tubi like the rest of goddamn America and just shut your living ass? That's it for Hot Tops. I'm finished. Hello, folks. It's time for your listener letters.
Yes, send your questions to asktheread@gmail.com. We may read them aloud on the show. If you'll remember, a few weeks ago, we read a letter from Pam, who is 29 and works at a nature center, and her white boss is hitting on her. And she was like, I don't know what to do. I'm feeling him, but...
I kind of remember this vaguely.
Yes. And we told her, girl, that's a white man at your good nature job. You probably ain't got but one nature job in the whole city, so don't play with your job.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Pam hit us back and said, after a lot of reflection and some back and forth between logic and desire, I have decided that y'all are right. I don't need to plant that flag.
I didn't know where it was going. Thank God.
I have worked at the Nature Center for 3 years. It was supposed to just be a stepping stone for my career, but as you guessed, I haven't had luck getting another job in my field despite my efforts. My boss knows I am currently looking for another position and supports that. As for the not safe for work convo we had, he had confided in me that he has a specific kink that I also have. For context, we are both lovers of romance novels and will give each other recommendations and read a lot of the same books.
That's what I think gets you, bitches.
You said, wait, he reads? I'm in love.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant the romance novels be getting y'all into these kink things.
Oh, yeah. So it's become
like
common
when
for
50
us.
Shades came out.
Oh. Okay. No, you're right, because that was absolutely...
Even though that was all of it. Yeah.
It was a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's become common for us to discuss intimate details about ourselves. He's a decent guy and one of the first I've found since my last relationship. I almost never go out, so work is usually the only place I interact with people, but I have decided to actively work to change that. Thanks y'all so much for the advice. I feel like it gave me the clarity I very much needed. Love you guys, Pam. Well, I'm glad to hear it, baby girl. It is, you're right. When you only go...
Almost got you.
When you don't go nowhere but home and work, you start thinking work is where you need to find your spouse. And I would just say, try outside first, though. Just try outdoors.
Especially if you like the job.
Right. Especially that. But I think it's always a good idea to, not shit where you eat, basically.
Like every time.
Because it gets bad. It gets really, really rough. But
I wouldn't start a food truck with a nigga I've been with. Like,
No
I don't want
type of
to do
business.
this at all.
No type of commercial business with somebody.
That's me.
No, none of that. But sometimes y'all be thinking that a nigga is just gonna show up, Amazon Prime 2-day delivery, and they not. You cannot build a nigga online and have him shipped to your house. If you want one, you are gonna have to go outside. So, good luck, baby girl. Our first letter this week comes from Poetry Princess, who says, I'm a 26-year-old poet who occasionally shares my work from time to time at open mic events. I specifically go to BIPOC spaces to let off some steam after my long, mentally challenging week. One night, I decided to do a piece regarding the growth I'm doing as a person. After getting off the stage, a lady came up to me and handed me a business card because she's a therapist. At first, I thought, oh, that's cool. She's offering a resource in the space. Then I began to feel judged about my poem and wondered how I was being perceived by the crowd. My next thought was, well, fuck it. She literally could have been handing these cards to everybody, and I probably need a therapist anyway. However, as I continued to peep her from the corner of the room, I realized she was selectively handing out these cards to certain people and not to everyone. Luckily, my confidence allowed me to not harp over it too much, but I definitely became mindful that if I'm bold enough to share something, I have to be okay with whatever response comes with it. My question is, do y'all think it's appropriate for a therapist to sit at a poetry venue and seek out people who are being vulnerable on stage? I just became a doctor myself, and I know how crucial it is to destigmatize the need for therapy in BIPOC communities. However, do actions like this jeopardize the safety of those sharing their art in what is supposed to be a non-judgmental space? Would love to know what you guys think. Sincerely, Poetry Princess.
Great
boy.
letter and question, Poetry Princess. I mean, I don't know myself about like the do's and don'ts of that sort of thing.
Mhm.
I can say that I would obviously probably be doing the same gymnastics in my head if I had just finished doing comedy and somebody passed me a card for therapy or something. Because God bless you, you were even like, oh, mama probably passes out to everybody, and Lord knows I could probably use a therapist. And then it was like, nope. She's choosing crazy ones.
She's listening to these poems and saying, not you, but her for sure.
Ooh, client. Yeah, that's for sure, client. So yeah, I would say that your feelings, I mean, are definitely justified. I would feel the same way. And if I had to guess, I would guess that it is inappropriate, but I don't know. What do you know, Crystal?
Well, I don't know. I don't think, ethically she's breaking any rules. But there's a lot of gray area when it comes to therapists and what they should or shouldn't do. I also think this is inappropriate.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Just picturing some fucking therapist, well-intentioned, but listening to people talk about their lives and being like, yeah, you need to call me. Like, it's just so rude, girl.
It is. Okay.
It's so rude. I think a much better tactic would be to either offer the cards to everybody or even better, arrange something with the event organizers or whoever owns the space of like, hey, this person is a licensed therapist in the community. She offers blah, 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 sliding scale, like something like that to where everybody knows. Listening to people's performances and then being like, you could use some help is so stank.
That sucks. Like,
I understand, you got to get clients. Times are hard, but baby, if somebody did that to me, if I got off stage,
there are ways to do it.
There are ways to do it, and that's not it. Like, I feel like that is so. I would have laughed in her face. Like, I get it, I do, and I'm sure you have the best of intentions, but bitch, you got a lot of nerve. Like, why would you?
The road to hell,
Yeah, the road to hell. So no, I don't think it's appropriate. I think there's other ways to do this without making people feel singled out Or like, damn, it's really something wrong with me. I'm talking about what's going on in my life. And professionals are like, bitch, come see me. Like, I think in an effort to reduce the stigma, you're kind of actually making people feel worse. So
I wonder if she is a poet herself.
You know what would be, I doubt it. Because I think if you were, you would know not to do something like this.
That makes sense. Because I'm like, what inspired you to go to a poetry slam or night performance and be like, yeah, I'm going to camp out here and look for people who need help? Like,
she went once with her friends. Like, it was just a regular night out. And she realized, God damn, everybody here's depressed.
Oh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I see 8 copays in this room right now.
Yeah,
I think it's fucked up, girl. I do. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too. Unfortunately, I think she should have at least had the awareness to do something like Crissle said, where it's like, I would have maybe approached the promoter for the event, and said, hey, I'm a therapist. Can I put some of my cards up here at the front or something like that? So you're not singling people out. Because hell, someone might actually really need a therapist.
Yeah.
You might really save a life, but you might also turn people away from therapy.
Yes, you might.
Because you might make them feel bad about themselves, feel attacked, ambushed. It's just not the way to go about it.
Yeah.
To me.
And as the event organizer, I want to know who's promoting their professional services, because I need to vet you first.
Too.
All therapists are not created equal. I don't care if you are Black. You could be a Black therapist on some dumb shit. So I'm gonna need to vet you before I let you advertise your services to my audience or to my community.
1,000%.
So yeah, you're not wrong for feeling a way about this. I think most people would. And to any therapists who are, I mean, it's funny, but
it is. It's look back on it funny for you.
It's actually hilarious. Because I'm just picturing a therapist in her fucking cardigan.
I am too. And her tapered wide leg pants.
Yes.
Sandals.
And her fucking flats. Yes. Them woven flats they all wear.
Yes.
Being like, that was really disturbing. You should email me tomorrow.
I was really heavy. Here's my number. What?
Good luck. Let us know if she comes back. Confront her. Say something. If you see her again, say something to her like, "Girl, this actually made me not want to go to therapy."
I would confront her too.
Or tell the people who are organizing the event so they can keep an eye out for her.
I agree.
Okay. Our next letter comes from Living Single, who's calling herself that, even though herself and all of her friends are married with children. But she says,
I mean, well. Well,
I'm currently on a rewatch of Living Single.
Married people with children who are living single.
Well,
we're being honest.
I'm not going to start naming names, but anyway.
Yep.
So this question is kind of for Crissle, but it's for both of you. Crissle, because you've been open about your relationship with alcohol and you got that degree and you know every fucking thing.
Okay. Stupid bitch. Like, what? Why?
I love that line. That'll never get old.
It's really funny.
Oh, Monique. We speak your name. Okay. My friends and I have been going over and over this question in the group chat. We're in cities where people drink constantly, like New Orleans, Martha's Vineyard, Vegas, and Miami. We all started drinking before college and we're 30 now. Our group chat is at odds about whether we're alcoholics. Maxine says we're not drunk because we go to work, we don't drink at work, and we don't drink because we're sad. But shit, the world is in flames right now, and the last thing anyone wants is to be sober, and we all need an escape. But Sinclair says it's why you're drinking. Do you drink to escape? Do you drink to cope? And if you're an addictive personality, you'll get hooked on anything.
This is great casting so far.
Regine says you're only a drunk if you're constantly losing things and messing up your life when you get drunk. Maybe ending up in the bed of somebody you don't know, or if you black out.
That sounds like Khadijah. Right.
And Khadijah, well, she's been in therapy, so she'll say whatever her therapist said. Like, can you stop after one drink? Do you anticipate drinking, et cetera, et cetera? She's been in AA before, so I figure she knows best. But like, but like, what is the truth? I thought we were fine because we're all Black Catholics, so we do Lent and we give up drinking for those 40 days. And all of us have been pregnant and we gave it up then, of course. But then they say just because you take breaks don't mean shit. And when you're rationalizing your drinking, you're probably in need to stop. But like, what is the truth for real? I don't know. Thanks for all your help. Peace, love, and light. Living single.
Oh, the 90s kind of world. All right. So we are living. I'm gonna say first, my first thought would be if I was curious whether or not I was an alcoholic, I wouldn't go to a group of other people questioning whether they're alcoholics for an answer.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably ask a doctor. I'd probably ask someone who's been open with actually being a diagnosed alcoholic or being in AA or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you could watch some video essays, read a book, look at an article or something for more concrete information. Now, I can't define it myself, but I have alcoholics in my family. I've seen it before and I've always processed it as an illness and not one that I believe most alcoholics have control over.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the stuff that you're describing to me would make me go, sounds like y'all like to drink. I think there's liking to drink. I think there's being an alcoholic. I think there's having a drinking problem. I think you can have a drinking problem and not necessarily being an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those, you still have to do something about that. But I guess I would just take it to the point where, like, if this is a thing where it's worrying you, if it's causing concern, cut back on the drinking, stop drinking, put things in place to cut back on the drinking and stop drinking. And there you go. Now, if that becomes hard to do or impossible to do, you might actually have an alcoholic issue.
Yes.
But just kind of, drinking a Pinot Grigio with your homegirls and being like, do we have issues? When the babies are tucked to sleep and you did your work for the day and cooked and cleaned.
While we busting down these bottles, like.
Yeah, it's like, are we alcoholics?
Are we? Are we good?
I don't know if that's where you're going to get the answer.
Right. Well, so I think I agree with just about all of that, if not all of it. I think if you really want to ask, like, are we drunks, then you can, there are like numbers that the mental health field has come up with to describe or to quantify what is binge drinking. I think it's more than 4 drinks a day for men or 2 or 3 drinks a day for women. And then something like 14 drinks a week. 10 drinks a week for men, 10 for women, something like that. 7, some numbers like that you can Google. So if you're drinking like that, then you're probably going to be diagnosed with some sort of binge drinking disorder. And if you're doing that and you have, like you said, you want to quit, or you say to yourself, I'm going to quit or I'm going to slow down, but you can't. Or if you get started drinking and you can't stop. You just feel like I got to keep the good times going, got to keep the party going. Drinking more than you plan to, if it's getting in the way of work or your interpersonal relationships, social stuff, that sort of thing, that's when it can turn into like, okay, we're looking at alcohol use disorder. And, you probably won't be called an alcoholic by a professional, but that's the word for people who struggle with that. So based off of, those clinical guidelines, I don't know whether you're not saying how much y'all drink. And this is really sort of a question that you have to answer for yourself. You have to be really honest with yourself. But you all seem to think that it's the motivation behind it. That's just part of it. It's also how much are you drinking and how regularly are you drinking that much? So I actually think Khadijah, even though Khadijah, who is parroting her therapist, is the closest to being right here. Like, can you say I'm gonna go out, have one drink, and stop? Do you understand? A drink is like one can of beer. It's 1 4 or 6 ounce glass of wine. It's one shot.
Yeah.
It's extremely easy to have a night of binge drinking. That's why it's like, oh, well, more than 3 drinks in a day. It's like, uh-oh. But then we understand that people go out, they have parties or whatever. And so we extend it to that week. Like, yeah, okay, you had one night of binge drinking, but do you do that multiple times a week? Or do you do that once or twice a month? So I think I'm going to agree with Khadijah here. I think she's the closest to being accurate about it. But also, I do think there's a lot of validity in if you think you have a problem and you going back and forth with yourself about it, try telling yourself, I'm going to drink less and see, can you stick to it? And if you still feel compelled to drink, then I would, it's time to call somebody. It is. It's time to figure out why that coping mechanism. I mean, as for me, I know why drinking, I fully know why I turned to alcohol to cope with the stuff I was going through because it felt great. And it took me right out of my problems. Now, did it make everything worse? For sure. Oh, that's another thing. If you know that alcohol is having a negative effect on your life, your relationships, your health, like you've gone to the doctor, they're like, girl, you got 4 things that's really wrong. And if you would stop drinking, they would go away within a few months. And you still can't do it. That's another sign that you need some more advanced, intense professional help. But there are plenty of drunks who don't drink at work, keep a job, and still drink like crazy when they get home. Plenty of people who...
Like a lot.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you actually look at the guidelines for binge drinking disorder, a lot of you would be shocked at how close you are to qualifying for it or that you actually do. So, yeah, take a look at that. And then I get it. I get it because alcohol is everywhere and it is extremely effective. But yeah, only you can really answer that question for yourself. But good luck as y'all try to figure it out.
Yeah, that sucks. Because when you're grown, it's so baked into being social too.
Yeah.
It's like you can't even go to the fucking park without there being
right.
wine.
Right.
Spirits.
But, if you and your girls are getting together for a Zoom, once a week and y'all are having a couple of glasses of wine and you don't drink outside of that, I would not call that a problem. And probably nobody would.
And if you're all together, like, are we doing the most? Then maybe we can all be like,
you know what, girl?
Sober pants.
Yeah, something
Let's
like that.
Travel the pants instead. Yeah.
Good luck, babes. Our last letter comes from Fed Up, who says, hey, Crissle and Kid Fury, I would like to start off with saying I know I fucked up. My best friend...
It's always a good start.
It is. My best friend and I are on the outs. It started when she got pregnant by her ain't shit baby daddy, who then quit his job and had her taking care of both him and the baby. Her sister and I both told her that he wasn't shit from the beginning, and after 2 years, she finally decided to leave his bum abusive ass. She couldn't keep up with the rent and everything by herself, so their landlord kicked them out. How a nigga could not work and put his hands on a woman, I will never understand, but anyway. This is where I fucked up. Oh, there's so many like that. I have several rental properties, and I decided to let her live in one at a very discounted rate so she can get on her feet. I just wanted a place for her and my goddaughter to be safe. The first couple of months went fine until she started paying late. 1 month it was a couple of days, so I wasn't tripping. Then the next month it was a couple of weeks. Finally, she was paying on the last day of the month and sometimes going into the next month. I had several conversations with her about it, but then she would start crying, telling me how hard it is to be a single mom and that she really didn't have any help from her family. At first, I felt bad because I grew up with a single mom, so I understood. Then I started getting more info. I hooked her up at my cousin's daycare so she wouldn't have to pay as much for childcare. Apparently, they got really cool, and she started telling my cousin about how much she hates working. It wasn't until I complained about her.
Sis.
It wasn't until I complained about her that my cousin let me know what's tea. This heifer would take days off from work to just sit at home chilling. When I called to ask her about her rent, she would lie and come up with excuses as to why she didn't have it. Like, oh, I had to take the baby to the doctor. I had to pay this ticket off. I thought I was going to have it. At this point, I'm pissed, and I told her she has to end her lease and find another place. Again, she hit me with the waterworks about how she can't afford another place and her credit isn't good and that she and my goddaughter are going to be homeless and I don't even really need the money because my husband and I are doing fine. I'm really not sure what I want to do. Of course, I don't want to see my godbaby living on the street, but I'm tired of her lazy-ass mama taking advantage of me. What should I do? Thanks. Fed up.
This blows dicks. Like,
that's one way to put it.
If it wasn't for the goddaughter, I would have zero struggle here.
Yeah.
Zero struggle.
I think that's most people.
And I don't even feel like it's going to change my answer. It would just take me longer to get to the you need to leave. I think, though... Wait, you said you're wrong?
You're wrong.
Didn't she say,
she said, I know I fucked up by letting her move into the...
Oh, I know I fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I was like, what did you do wrong?
Not wrong, but fucked up.
Yeah, I think, unless I miss something, I would have to say, all right, look, I think we've suggested this in similar situations. This is the game plan. Okay. Here are the guidelines. And here are the rules. Okay. Under a normal American capitalistic society and circumstance, I would just throw your black ass right directly out on it.
Oh, this is her best friend.
But you are my best friend. I know what you've been through. Yeah. I love that baby. I'm good. We good. However, I can't in good conscience, as a hardworking adult who knows that you're a capable adult, allow you to sit here and do nothing instead of getting up, getting out into the world again, and taking care of your responsibilities and your child. I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. You're not my children. We're friends. So I've come up with a little spreadsheet. Okay. Here we have
a little Excel.
A little date ranges on the milestones that we need to meet. Here's the rant over in this corner. There's you. I'm joking. I'm rambling now. You get the point. I think I would just say to her, hey, I know what's going on. I'm not going to treat you like a landlord because you're my best friend and I know what you're going through. But girl, please go to work. Do something. Like, but you said that she said to whoever she like bragged about, or she said something that she don't like to work.
Yeah, to her cousin who runs the daycare.
Which is bold. Like,
why would you say that to that
girl
cousin?
Why would you say that?
And you getting a discount on rent and daycare.
I don't even think I'll say that to the Lord.
To the Lord?
Like, why would you?
I might only say it to the Lord. I just can't picture this, but
yeah, I think that would be probably my course of action, is just being like, not even just because you're like my husband and I are fine, we don't really need the money, it's like a principle thing. Outside of that, like, girl, for your own sanity, I feel like Nicki Minaj for having the bold to say this. You need to get up out into the world for your own sanity.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to be a part of society again so that you can be good and feel good and set a good example for your kid.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to do about that? Because if that's an issue, we can start making plans for you to live somewhere else. But you can't stay here for nothing. That wasn't the agreement. Woo woo woo.
This is hard because nobody wants to evict their friend and their friend's baby. Like,
no,
nobody wants to be in that position. But I don't know her, obviously, but to me, reading this letter, she doesn't sound lazy. She sounds depressed as fuck. She sounds depressed as fuck.
I thought it was just me.
No, it's to me it sounds like she's probably not been doing great mentally for a while. she maybe is just now starting to feel a little safe in this discounted apartment and this discount. Like this is, I mean, a huge blessing that she has had this housing through you and the discounted daycare, right? Because you know how many people looking for discounted rent and daycare? That's like niggas' biggest bills. So
yes.
So I get that, but sometimes when you have been through a lot, she was obviously abused by her ex. Like you said, that this man put hands on her in addition to everything else. Sometimes when you start feeling a little safe, you just kind of fall apart. And so I would not be surprised.
Girl.
I would not be surprised if that's what's going on. However, we do live in a capitalistic hellscape. And even depressed people have to pay their bills. Yeah. And so what I would do, God, this is hard because she probably don't have the money for therapy. But I also don't. I think it would take, unfortunately, it would take a lot for me to really put this girl out. Like I would.
Yeah. I do agree though, because that's why I'm thinking like my approach wouldn't even be like, oh, you need to be paying this rent. I'm thinking you need to get outside. You need to be at work, running errands, having coworkers, going on a lunch break, running down to the Starbucks. You know, like you need to be a part of the world and be outside. Because in my mind, I'm thinking you leaving a situation with someone who was abusive, oppressive, and you're now, like Chris was saying, in a safe situation where you're kind of free to make sense of that and move with like autonomy and your own direction. And that can be overwhelming. So I don't really take this as you just being like, you know, lazy, I don't want to work, as much as maybe broken.
Yeah. So yes, there's that. I do think your friend needs to go rejoin the land of the living, because you taking days off, like, you know, you have a child, you know, you have bills to pay, and you taking days off to just sit at home and stare. That sounds like depression to me. And honestly, talking about how much you don't want to work, most people don't want to work. They just do it anyway because they have to pay these bills. It's, you know, if we had the option, most people would not probably go clock in on a regular basis. So I think I would, if I were you, as long as I'm not taking a loss on the property, as long as she is taking care of it, like it's not, you know, she's not destroying my home and I'm not actually having to take a loss on it, then I would really try to work with her under the condition that she begins to tighten up. Because like you don't want to get to a place where you are being taken advantage of and you have no boundaries with this person and they're just running all over you and doing whatever. But then obviously, of course, you don't want to kick them out and have your friend and her baby be homeless. So again, you probably are already doing this, but the minimum amount to pay to keep the apartment going, like, or whatever it is, if it's a house you own, you have rental properties, I'm assuming you carry mortgages on those. I would take it as, you know, I'm already a landlord. Morally, I feel kind of iffy about whether I should be a landlord. So the way I'm going to make myself feel better about that is providing this discounted housing for my friend. But she does have to do something. She obviously can't just sit back and do nothing to take care of herself and her child. So I would try to work with her within those parameters. But yeah, like I think if I talk to her, when I go to talk to her about it, it'd be like, I want to communicate that I have a lot of empathy for you. I feel like you've been through a lot and, you know, maybe you need some kind of help to sort through your feelings, you know, the kind of help and support that I'm not qualified to give. But I do need you to work with me so that you and your child don't end up in a worse position. And hopefully she takes that with the loving intention behind it and can start to adjust the way she moves.
Yeah. Because this could be incredibly worse. Like, at least you, like you said, are not struggling with the property as a result of this. Sounds like you have the space and opportunity to be there for her as a friend while she figures this out. And, you know, luckily she and her kid have a place to stay.
Right. So that's what I would
think really fucked up.
That's yeah, you have a heart. I was about to say you have a big heart, but I feel like most people, if they had the space and a homeless friend, they would do this. It's just you care about her. And that's great. That's
You would have been the fuck up if your friend was like convicted of arson twice and you knew that.
right.
And we're like, oh hey. And then she burned the building.
Here's an extremely flammable home you can live in all by yourself with no supervision. Right.
This is just you being a good person.
And times are really fucking hard. It sounds like you are extremely privileged to not only have a home, but to have other homes that you rent out to other people. Right. Mm-hmm. Several rental properties. So again, I would work with her as much as I could because if nothing else, you need to keep a job and go to work so that you continue to be part of the world. Sitting at home is going to make the depression worse. So
no. That's why I was like the Nicki Minaj in me.
You need a job and you need to go to job. You need to go to your job so you can, it can help a lot with your mental health to have a routine and get out of the house and do things every day. So
I'm not taking good advice. I'm putting positivity out the world that doesn't apply to me.
Oh. Good luck to you though, Fed Up, with this conversation. Let us know how it goes. That's going to wrap up our letters this week. Again, if you have a question for us, send that on over to asktheread@gmail.com. We'll be right back.
We're back. And it is now time for the read. Mine shouldn't take too long, so I will just get it out of the way. First of all, I've been looking at this Labubu website.
No, not this whole time.
Pretty much all of this time. And where do y'all get off? I guess this really was some fancy, ooh, my man got me, whatever, because these things are surely expensive.
I told you, they're high and ugly.
Why is this blind box $33?
What did I tell you? For a little tiny doll that you clip onto your bag or purse or whatever. Like, it's small.
They're very small. This one piece, they have some called megas that are actually like a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one of Tony Chopper from One Piece, $300. And they have another one that's mega 1,000%, $1,200.
Oh no, y'all play too much.
This doesn't have anything to do.
Fully ridiculous.
But good for Klay Thompson and his rich girlfriend.
Yeah.
I saw the new Superman film that James Gunn directed and I think helped write. It came out just about a week ago now. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Thank God. I was hoping that would be the case. It was fun. It was bright. It was colorful. It was a good time in the theater. What I did not enjoy was that I read that an actor by the name of Dean Cain was upset when he heard that James Gunn referred to the Superman story as an immigrant story. Now, Dean Cain is mostly famous for playing Superman in the 80s.
That's what I thought.
Soap opera Lois and Clark on ABC. Now, James Gunn, I don't know, not too long ago was talking about this, about Superman, and referred to Superman and his story in America as an immigrant that came from other places. Well, and that's kind of a bit of a thread in the film, and it shouldn't shock anyone because it's always been that. It apparently upset Dean Cain very much for whatever reason. I guess because he played Superman once, you feel like you need to ask him his
30 fucking years
Superman,
ago.
And that also his opinion should fucking matter. I don't even know where. Anyways, he says, I think that was a mistake by James Gunn to say it's an immigrant thing, and I think it's going to hurt the numbers on the movie. I was excited for the film. I'm excited to see what it is. I'm rooting for it to be a success, but I don't like that last political comment. Now, I have thought about Dean Cain since I would accidentally see this TV show on screen when I was a baby. But I guess if I needed an update, update would be I voted for Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
I'm MAGA. I don't care about that. I'm going to say this. Are you who?
No.
Are you who? Because Superman has been Superman since forever. Actually, one of my favorite things about this new Superman movie is that it doesn't waste any time with an origin story of this kid that landed here. And oh my goodness, I have to go step into this phone booth and twist around. It's just the man been Superman. He's Superman. That's Lois. All right, go. Like they're dating already. Let's just go. We know it. We've been here for 100 years. Let's do this. With that said, it has been said numerous times that Superman is an immigrant. It's an immigrant.
I was about to say, isn't he from a whole nother planet?
He's from a whole other planet. He's an alien. And in fact, here on this actual real world planet, people who live outside of this country are often referred to as legal aliens.
Mm-hmm, they are.
So this story, this very old story that has always been about an alien who's here illegally.
Oh boy.
One could say it has to do with immigration. Also, one of Superman's largest rivals, nemesis, enemies is one Lex Luthor, who we could describe as Elon Musk but smart.
Oh.
And Lex Luthor in nearly every depiction, but specifically this one, cannot stand this man for being other and celebrated anyway. He's a very, very tiny-minded, insecure, egomaniacal man baby, like a lot of the politicians that y'all love, serve, and vote for. And I think that's what's plucking you guys, because other than that, it's pretty much a guy in panties and a cape beating stuff up and saving the world. It's not really saying, hey, maybe be nice to Mexicans. Hey, you know, a black woman invented the hot comb. It's like, it's not. It is like, it's a man and his superpower dog being fun. But baked into it, there are just like bitch, if I'm watching Scream, if I'm watching A Bug's Life, there are going to be themes in it that I can attribute to myself. That is how stories are written. That's just that it is what it is. But you coming with your red hat instead of a cape to be like, oh, well, I don't think that he should have called the immigrant an immigrant because I played the least popular Superman of all time. Bitch! Ho! You played Superman in a show called Lois and Clark.
Well.
Nobody give a fuck about what you think, ho! Go back to obscurity. Go host Hollywood Squares or something, bitch. You can't find nothing better to do. Where did it even find you to talk about this?
Yeah.
Jack in the Box?
Yeah.
Talk about, I think it's going to hurt the numbers on the movie. Movie's doing great. It's Superman. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? The movie, it would have probably done numbers if it was Snoopy. It's Superman. Are you bitches dumb?
How woke is this going to get?
Yeah.
Girl. Hasn't he always been this? Or are we wrong for saying he's an immigrant, even though he's always been an immigrant?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Straight like that, actually.
No, that's exactly what it is. He
Wow.
literally said, I don't like that he made that last political comment. It isn't a political comment.
It's just a fact.
It's lore.
It's just,
like,
it's canon. I had to Google it, like, where is Superman from? I'm like, am I tweaking? I thought that nigga was from Kryptonite. Kryptochronolite. Yeah, something. Like, how can you be mad that somebody said what is actually this is the movie?
And his major Superman is physically like compared to a god all the time. The only thing that can like physically really fuck him up usually is this incredibly rare glowing rock. So the thing that usually fucks with him,
Yeah.
his weakness is humanity and trying to fit in. In almost every Superman story, you were talking about a kid who grew up on a farm in Kansas, but is an alien.
Right.
So he is trying to be accepted in a world who's just like, ew, get away from here. Much like, anyway, I enjoyed the movie. It was a good movie. I liked it really well. I liked it a lot. I'm hoping that the follow-ups are great. We're getting Aaron Pierre, that's Mufasa and Green Lantern.
Okay.
We're getting a Supergirl movie where she's drunk as fuck, which is also comic book accurate. Where you girls start finding some reason for that to piss you off.
She gonna be Googling, am I an alcoholic?
So I enjoy that. And I just wanted to say that, as well as the fact that that Superman film, Immigrant or Not, eclipsed everything you have ever done with the property team. Everything. Don't nobody give a fuck about that damn show that she was in. I don't even know if it's streaming anywhere, bitch. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up. If Christopher Reeve said this, we'd read him into the ground.
He's still alive?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's right.
But if he did.
Right. No, the point stands.
Who the fuck do you think you are? And why can't bitches just go see Superman without you having to remind them that hate's in the world? James Gunn also said that the point of the movie was kindness. Like, that was the theme.
Oh, wow. Y'all said,
because the guy really just wants to help people. He wants to use his power to like do good, and then conflict. Like, it's bright, it's colorful, it's sweet, it has an amazing dog in it, and here you are like, yeah, but those dirty brown people crossing that border. It just plucks me that y'all get to be this stupid and also in power.
Yep.
Well, not you. You ain't doing shit. But like, you know what I mean?
Right. That you even have a voice that anybody is willing to listen to is really crazy.
And a ridiculous one.
He is an immigrant girl. Very literally an illegal alien. Like, very literally that.
It's like if Wakanda Forever came out and fucking, I don't know, insert black comedian or black actor was like, gosh, I don't understand why Ryan Coogler had to just mention them being African. It's just like, I don't.
Oh, because they are.
Well, because they are? It's like a whole thing, but why does that bother you?
Right. Stop being weird.
That's it. Labubus are too expensive and Dean Cain lost his damn mind.
And so has Robert Griffin III. Now, look here, you bitch.
I thought you were talking about Family Guy. Who's?
Not Peter Griffin.
Yep.
Robert Griffin III, a former professional athlete, current talking head, and person who wastes too much time online, the other day decided to post on Twitter and wrote, all right, this has got to stop. There's no place for racism in this world. Whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. And this is in response to some rando, like literally some nobody with a Twitter account.
Oh, I know this.
Posting this photo of Angel Reese, who was just selected for the WNBA cover of 2K. And they photoshopped Angel out of it and just put a monkey in a jersey, you know, as if this monkey is Angel, and posted it. Now, this probably got spread around through the Caitlin Clark stands and ended up coming across his For You page or whatever. And so he takes a screenshot of this image and the person who posted it and includes it in this long ass tweet talking about how he's been quiet about Angel Reese because she shared a video that aided in his wife and kids receiving death threats and threats of harm to his family. And that's not okay with him because he never attacked her or her family. And all I said is that... Lady? No, he's talking about Angel Reese. That Angel Reese shared
his wife.
Whether they
I'm
actually,
just looking. I'm looking them up so I know who.
Yes,
I know
whether they actually his wife received any death threats or whatever, I have no idea. But he basically spends 2 paragraphs talking about how he normally don't stick up for this bitch because she shared a video he didn't like, so fuck her. But now y'all have gone too far in depicting her as a monkey and it's too much racism. But literally, he's like, whether you like a player or not, Angel Reese should never be called or depicted as a monkey. The next 3 paragraphs are about how he don't like Angel because of how she played his family. And all he ever said was that Angel hates Caitlin Clark and everybody knows that. And people in Angel's inner circle called and said, yeah, you're right. Angel hates Caitlin because of the media, and other people made it about race, and I never will. I just stayed out of it. But all that being said, no Black person should ever be depicted as a monkey. Stop it. If you hate her because she's Black, you're the problem. And then included this picture of the 2K monkey in the tweet.
Oh, and then he posted it.
And then posted all of that together. Yes.
That's wise.
Yes. Right. It isn't.
Yeah,
it isn't actually.
No, it's not.
You know, I am the self-appointed Angel Reese guardian. Like, she didn't ask for that. And yet I
probably don't need it.
Yeah, and there's plenty of people, but yeah.
There's lots of them.
Let me tell you something. Angel Reese is having a much better season than Caitlin Clark. Much better. Some of that is injuries, but I also think some of that is the work put in over the off season. We're watching Angel get better. We're watching Caitlin throw a fucking tantrum and a fit and do shit on court that would get anybody else teed up and just gets her, like a pat on the back and some kisses and hugs. So I wouldn't be surprised if Angel or anybody else had a lot of disdain for her. I also don't care. This isn't America's Next Top Best Friend. This is the WNBA. These are athletes playing at the highest level in this country. I don't give a fuck if there are rivals who hate each other. That actually would make the game so much more fun. Unfortunately, these two keep being professionals, talking about how it don't have nothing to do with all that. I have a lot of respect for Caitlin. I really like watching Angel. Like, these two are not even, like, y'all are taking basketball, what happens on the basketball court, and interpreting it in your own way. Again, it's kind of like Nicki. You take what you see and you apply your own meaning to it and decide that you're correct and your interpretation is the right one, even though it goes against what these people are out of their mouth telling you. Now, for the record, Angel tweeted or something and said, yeah, none of my people ever contacted you, and we all know that. Like, give a name, because it ain't no way. It ain't no way somebody in my inner circle who everybody knows, it ain't no way somebody hit you up and said that I hate that girl, because that's not true. But the real problem here, RG3, first of all, you made this about you. This tweet wasn't actually about defending Angel. This was about you letting it out and making sure to type in detail about how much you really don't like this girl and don't fuck with her. You wanted to get that out. You saw this picture of a monkey and said, you know what I could do? Post this and act like I'm against it, but also get out all my feelings about that Black bitch that I don't like at the exact same time. That's fully what this is giving. If you really wanted to just defend Angel, you would have said something. You would have put the first and last pair of lines here, and that would have been it. This has to stop. No place for racism. Whether you like a player a lot or not, don't depict Black people as monkeys. If you hate Angel because she's Black, you're the problem. That should have been the whole fucking tweet. You wouldn't have gotten into the trouble you had. Because you decided to share this image that the overwhelming majority of us would have never seen if not for your bitch ass, that's why you getting chewed up. This came from a nobody. Elon didn't tweet this. Trump didn't post this on Truth Social or whatever. This was a fucking nobody who had this image going around. You're the one who shared it and made it a big ass deal, to the point where Shaq had to get on TV and said, if you say something else about Angel Reese, he gonna pop you in your fucking mouth. And what I personally consider to be the worst part of this, he tweeted, we need to, because of course there was a lot of backlash after this. Later that day, he tweeted, we need more people ready to build bridges between us and not walls to divide us. The only way to find unity is talking through our differences. RG3. The only way to find unity is talking through our differences in opinion and life experiences to find the best way forward. That's just really something somebody with a white wife would say.
I was just going to say that.
Really?
Someone who was never challenged.
It's giving sunken
never
place.
ever told you need to shut the fuck up.
Child, let me tell you what would have had me shutting the fuck up permanently and deleting my account. Bernice King, daughter of Martin Luther the King.
You are good.
Quoted this and said,
Good.
I agree. That's why I suggest you call Angel Reese and stop posting about her. Let me tell you something. If Dr. King's daughter chewed me up on Twitter for the way that I am putting a Black woman directly in harm's way, that would actually be my last day on Twitter.
I think niggas really need to hold him to that.
Yeah.
I think now it's law.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
After she says that, and on top of that, she's right. Yeah, I think there needs to be a public apology.
Yeah.
After you call that lady and explain yourself.
And I'm waiting. Give me the name of the person in my inner circle who called you and said, yeah, Angel hates Caitlyn. Give me that person's name. I really want to hear it.
Cow, Chicken, Dexter, Dee Dee. Just name somebody from Cartoon English because we know that they're not. That never happened. And I'm sitting here wondering the same thing, like, what tea is that anyway? Let's say that she does hate girl. It's
who cares?
Sports. They're on opposite. Like you never had another athlete that you couldn't stand.
Y'all only do this about women too. It's just weird. Like, these are, again, professionals. Two very successful, highly touted, lot of hype and etc. surrounding them professional athletes. I don't give a fuck if they hate each other. I would actually love to see them fight. I would actually love to see Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso versus Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham. Oh, my nipples are hard just thinking about it. I would fucking love to see that shit. I think it's great if they do hate each other. I don't actually have a problem with that. I think it's deeply weird that this man saw an opportunity to spread something hateful about this girl and talk about how much he don't like her and decided to jump on it. Don't you have something else to do? Like, do you even cover the W? Talk about foosball.
Is there nothing? Okay.
I'll wait for Andrea and Elle and LaChina and Chanae. I'll wait for all of them to talk about the W. I don't need RG3 chiming in. Or honestly, anybody who didn't watch the WNBA before Caitlin Clark got into it. I don't need none of y'all's opinion on the WNBA. Ever.
Is it because they have nannies? Because I'm like, the children, there are children all over the place. Like, you have to have things to.
Yeah, they don't have to watch them kids. RG3 not watching them kids. You know, his wife probably not even watching them kids.
I can't, like.
It's so weird.
I'm not surprised about this taking place because I have been witnessing, Angel Reese's treatment, especially behind that white lady. I was very excited when I saw her cover for 2K. And was like, oh shit, I'm actually buy and play 2K for the first time. So yeah, it's like almost absent-minded, but it's not, because you know what you're doing. Like, you posting this thing again when you know it's gonna get a massive amount of attention, and then being like, this isn't okay, guys. Even though I hate that black bitch and the fact that she had the nerve to endanger my Aryan queen and our offspring by posting something else one time because I had the nerve to say that bitch was a hater. Well, guess what, America? That bitch is a hater because I talked to her cousin, mama, and her bishop, and they all told me that the hoe don't like Caitlin Clark. But we shouldn't stoop to racism. Okay, guys?
You guys, it's really wrong, you guys. This AI monkey that I've screenshot and reposted, this is so wrong and mean. You're part of the problem, you guys, for doing this. How dare you?
Even when sometimes you hate a negress for having the audacity to speak to you in your black man power and tell you how the fuck they feel about a Tuesday. Here's the photo, enjoy.
We would have never seen it had you just left it alone. I for sure wouldn't have. I would have never had to. Of course, I saw it on TikTok, and then I had to go log into Twitter. Same with Nicki. I had to go log into Twitter to see it for myself because you never know when people are just making shit up. Everything's fake, blah, blah, blah. I had to go verify for myself. And I just thought, who would have seen this? It's almost like you wanted it to get out there, you know? It's almost like this whole post about how this is so wrong, you guys. It's almost like you don't really believe that, and you just wanted an excuse to share that photo, but you knew you couldn't just share the photo. So you tried to dress it up.
1,000%.
You tried to couch it in concern, and this is wrong. The racism is right. You tried to do that, but the bulk of your message being, well, she shared a video that made my wife very upset, and we got death threats and threats of bodily harm. You're on Twitter. I suggest you get off Twitter. Every other platform is better than that motherfucker. That's where the worst of the worst live.
And have such stunted fucking maturity that he don't even have the sense. You still gonna get dragged because you're obviously doing something wrong and people ain't stupid.
Right.
But you wouldn't even have the sense to be like, hey guys, this isn't wrong. I just saw this photo and this is really, really, really fucked up. Leave Angel Reese alone. People will still be like,
yeah,
sensible folks like yourself will still be like, well, why did you just post it?
Why? Right.
But his dumb ass gonna be like, this reminds me of the time that I decided I hated that bitch as well.
So this is about you then. Okay. How weird. I thought this was about, and at a time where we should be, Angel's having a great season. The Sky had a great win against the Lynx the other day. They're starting to look better and better every week. She's got her signature shoe. She had the cover of 2K.
Yeah.
This girl has done great things. She's got her foundation. You know, she retired her mama and bought her. Like, there's just so many great things. We could talk about how, you know, she's clearly been working with Lisa Leslie and seems to really be grown. Like, we could be excited about what Angel Reese is doing. And instead, you are spreading bullshit about her. To do what exactly? Bring more negative attention to somebody who already gets more than her fair share. Every time I see a video about Angel on TikTok, now, don't get me wrong, the TikTok comments are rancid as well. I just know Twitter is where the worst people in the world camp out every day. So, but when I see Angel videos on TikTok, I actually go in and say something. I deliberately go in and comment something positive because they're all terrible. It's all this bullshit racism. And when I do that, I get a bunch of replies like, shut your bitch ass up. Another black coon, stupid bitch caping for other black bitches. Like, you, that's one tiny piece of the type of hatred that Angel Reese gets every day. Why you as a black man would want to add to that by sharing the photo,
can't care.
I really can't understand it. And, you know, not to be too heavy on Shaq because he's for sure said some shit I don't like. But
he's not.
But that threat, more of that. More of black men saying, open your mouth. Open your mouth about my girl.
I appreciate
one more goddamn time and watch me rock your shit. I just went through all of it. Maybe I missed it. I don't see RG3 addressing Shaq nowhere on Twitter. I don't see it nowhere.
Kazam said, I got some wishes for you, bitch.
It's a bunch of...
I'm talking about I will beat your ass.
It's a bunch of, you know what? Thank God for the life we live. I just thank God for my infinite blessing. Yeah, you stick to that bullshit. That's what you do. You stick to posting the casseroles that your wife made and, you know, the videos of your kids swimming and little jokey jokes.
I don't think I've ever had a casserole.
Oh, and you know, white people, they gonna put cream of mushroom soup and green beans in it and then
green beans.
Top it with some potato chips and shit like that. It's good casseroles, but not white people's. No shade.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had anything besides green bean casserole in my life.
Well, you know, casserole.
I hear about it all the time. I don't even think casserole is that, is it?
Well, casserole is a generic term for lots of, like, mac and cheese is a casserole. So
got it.
Right. It's just anything made in that casserole pan.
That kind of,
right. Yeah. So again, there's good ones, but not them mayonnaise jello salads that white people be making. With the sliced up grapes and shit. Like, bitch, leave me alone.
My aunt makes ambrosia salad.
No. Okay, wait. Okay. Well, now hold on, because what did she put in it?
Hell, I guess. Brimstone. Like, it's horrible. It's
I
horrible.
actually do think it's disgusting. It's disgusting.
It's marshmallows. She'll put like mandarin oranges, like coconut flakes.
Oh, making it worse.
It honestly, I feel like there might be grapes in it. I couldn't. I've had that once in my life, and I remember looking at my aunt and being like, "So was your plan to ruin the holiday? Like, did you want to come over and just be like, I know y'all wanted food to eat, so I just decided to destroy that."
Yeah.
And then no one else would eat it. And then she just keeps bringing it. And I'm like, nobody likes it.
I don't know who made it. I don't know. I feel like I had this at my Meemaw church. But I do remember sucking the whipped cream off of all of that fruit and then spitting the fruit back into the bowl. Like, I just was like,
I would pick out the marshmallows.
See, because you like that. Right.
And just eat that. But like, once I start getting to the fruit and some other weird shit in there, I'm like, this is weird.
It's weird. Not good. But I keep getting that mixed up. There's like this ice cream whipped topping that my auntie makes that goes in punch. And it reminds me of ambrosia salad, but it isn't that. So
I think I know what you're talking about.
I don't know
but I've never
what
had
that's
it.
called. I can't, I don't know the word for whatever that thing is, but
I've seen that.
RG3, get you a fucking life. Find you something else. The NFL is around the corner. Lock in. It's plenty to talk about. Leave Angel Reese and the WNBA to people who aren't biased and don't hate the players. Why are you talking so much about Angel hating Caitlyn hating Angel? You are the one with the hatred. So maybe you
get on the cover of Madden instead of NCAA football.
Why don't you just back away from this conversation and stay in your goddamn lane? For a big nigga have to come rearrange your face.
Listen.
Even in that one clip of Shaq, I was like, you can't let it play for too long because he's going to start talking about females. You're like, okay, I got to cut this off.
I don't want to.
But the part about I'm the one who told her not to respond to you. And if you say shit else, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. More of that.
I love it. Why can't more of that, please?
All of it, actually.
Can we have some more of that?
More protection for people being unfairly targeted. And yeah, that's it for me. You don't like the reception you get on Twitter? There's lots of other social apps. Pick another one and go over there. And that will wrap up this week's episode of The Read. Check us out on social media, including Twitter, at This Is The Read. You can find our website over at thisistheread.com. Any other news or announcements for you this week, Kid Fury?
HBO Max is back this summer. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Is that?
Enjoy your week, folks. We'll see you on the next one.
Hooty hoo.